Can I start, please, with a question from Ben Ransom? Ben.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Pep. You have been playing without a specialist striker for the last couple of matches. Now that Gabriel is back in training, is there any chance that he could feature either tomorrow or at the weekend?
It's too early to know it. We'll see today. The last training session is getting better. He did one training session with the team, with a part of the team, because it was yesterday for a generation. We will see, but he's happy he's back, waiting Sergio, but happy as well with Ferran. So we have an alternative if he can play without a doubt in his position.
And when the games are this relentless, and you've spoken about the amounts of minutes that players are having to play because of the schedule, are you having to think more about managing minutes this year than perhaps you have done in previous seasons?
For sure. For sure. It depends on the players as well. So there are players that can handle play 3, 4, 5 games in a row without a problem. The other ones, they struggle more. So, but of course, and now we are just in the beginning of the season, just in November, beginning of November. So now start November, December, January, what does it mean in this country? How demanding it is. So that's why tomorrow is incredibly important to get the points, to go with 9 points, to be incredible close, and can handle this competition with the Premier League a little bit better.
Thank you, Ben. James Savunda.
Hi, Pep. Pep, how pleased are you with the options you've got in central defence at the moment? 2 clean sheets in a row, and at the weekend you had Diaz, Stones and Ake on the bench. So a lot of games coming up, but you do have options in that position.
Yeah, definitely. We struggled a lot last season for the problems that we had for Vincent went to Belgium, and important injury from Aymeric, from Laporte, and we were damaged for all demanding season last season. And today, with the new player coming for the settle from Eric Garcia, so we have alternatives to use them in these positions.
And you've said that tomorrow's match is incredibly important. You've also got an incredibly important match on Sunday against Liverpool. Does that match on Sunday come into your thinking in any way when it comes to tomorrow's selection?
Absolutely not. It's the Champions League. You cannot make a false step, fake a step, because after that we struggle. So we know in Champions League to be qualified, you have to secure your games at home and win at least one away. So we did it, winning in Marseille, but now we have to be sure we can keep the points at home. So that's why tomorrow we have an incredible opportunity to make a huge step to qualify for the next round.
James, thank you. Simon Stone.
Pep, you kind of mentioned it already, but if you win tomorrow, that's 9 points. How important would it be to get a game or 2 games in the group stage where you know you don't have to win to qualify because it's already done, and then you can maybe leave a lot of players out?
We want to qualify. This is the first step. Even finish second is good. Qualify is the most important thing, because every year there are clubs that you are important clubs, because today the competition is not like 1 decade ago. Like I started as a manager in this competition, like qualify was just easier than it is right now. So important is qualify, and of course first will be better, and of course as soon as possible. But if we have to qualify for the last game against Marseille at home, we'll be okay. So qualify is the most important thing. After that, we'll see when. And after winning the first 2 games against Porto was incredibly difficult, and Marseille will handle it perfectly in terms of how control the game all the time. So yeah, it was so good. Now we have another chance tomorrow against Olympiacos, and leave them 6 points behind. So this is the target, and we're going to try it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Next we go to Jonathan Smith.
Hi, Pep. I just wanted to follow on the question about managing players' minutes. With someone like Phil Foden, is it a harder task to do it almost the other way, where you have to stop him playing too much and training too much because of his energy and love of the game?
No, but Phil play a lot. He started to play in the 3 first games in the league with the Wolves and Carabao Cup and league, and after was a little bit tired. So yeah, he's a guy who make every effort 100% because he's young, because his energy, because he has to learn to control the rhythms. Still, his rhythm is every action is a high intensity, or he has to learn to use the pause in football because it's so necessary. But in the other side, we have his energy, and he play a lot of games, and every time he played, he was decisive in many aspects. And playing 10 minutes, 90 minutes, it doesn't matter. And yeah, it's a good what he has done so far, not just this season, especially this season, but the previous seasons too.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next question from Amavwa Akatubu. Just unmuting you now.
Okay, Man City is 10th on the log and the Premier League with 6 goals from 9 games. 9 goals from 6 games. I beg your pardon. But in the Champions League, Man City seems to be scoring with ease. 2 games, 6 goals. What do you think is the difference? What are you doing differently in the Champions League compared to the Premier League?
I don't know. I know we are a team able to score a lot of goals in the last season, where we scored a lot. Here we concede few because even in Premier League, except the game against Leicester, like we give them 3 penalties unnecessarily. So the other games the average was quite good, and especially in every game we create more and concede less than the opponent, and this is the important task that we have to do. But the reason why, I don't know it.
Okay, next question from Jamie Jackson.
Hi, Pep. You've spoken previously about how difficult it is to replace Sergio Aguero in the long term because he's a one-off. The way that Raheem Sterling scores goals for you, would you ever consider him actually being an answer in the long term, sort of playing attack more centrally, in the future?
He can play there. He can play there when the opponents play with defending a lot of spaces in behind. When against teams like they come to press you, to push you, and there are spaces to run, he can do it. When a teams like settle in the box 90 minutes, is better playing in the sides than in the middle.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Jamie. David McDonald.
Hi, Pep. I'm just following on from the question about Sergio. We know he's not available tomorrow, but does he have a chance of featuring against Liverpool at the weekend, or will that come too early for him again?
Right now, I don't know. It is getting better, but right now, I don't know.
Is there a concern again that you don't want to rush him back too soon, because that's been an issue in the past, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We don't want to make a step back again. So yeah, but it's getting better. The end is not so dangerous, so hard when what we believe when he felt something in the last game against when he played against West Ham. But yeah, it's getting better. I think I don't know, but Liverpool after international break for sure will be ready.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. When you see clubs like Real Madrid struggling in the first games of Champions League, makes you feel that you are right when you claim that qualifying the group stage is an achievement by itself?
Always I'm right. Come on. So yeah, it's difficult. People don't believe it. It's difficult every game. Forget about it when the people say and everything is today is, even with this pandemic situation around the world, the situation is more uncertain for all the clubs. So today, go away, struggle, go away in another. It doesn't matter where. You have to do a good game to beat them at home as well. So it's a tricky competition. That's why I'm delighted what they have done so far in in the Champions League, and that's why we cannot miss this chance, to get 9 points and being in a position like just one more step, and we'll be in the 16 better teams in Europe. So yeah, this is the target, because the people before, when you are sitting, is it's easy and everybody predict these two teams, or so everything can happen. Everything at the end, Porto is a team like. Have to win every weekend. He knows in his ADN have to win. Olympiacos is the same. So Greece League, okay, but they have to win every single game. And when you play in this mentality, always happen in Europe too. And always is difficult. So yeah, but that's why focusing what you have to do the next game and tomorrow, and it's a big opportunity for us, a huge opportunity for us to go. To make an incredible step, and we cannot get away, not take it out.
Thank you.
Okay, Jack, go on. Jack.
Hiya, Pep. You said it's harder to qualify now than it was 10 years ago. I just wondered why that was.
More investment, more games. The manager better will prepare. The teams they know exactly much more what they have to do. You see the spaces like today exist to attack. It's almost ridiculous. They are not exist. Before there were more spaces, and the teams are better. So it's more money in everywhere, not just in a few clubs. A lot of clubs, they have possibility to spend and buy important players, important managers. And it's difficult. Well, last season we played against Atalanta, and the people say, Atalanta. Look what happened. Atalanta arriving for 2 minutes, was not in semi-finals of the Champions League, and in Italian league was incredible last season. Look, this season is on top of the league too. And the people, when was the draw? Wow, it's nothing. Every time we go to Shakhtar Donetsk, it's easy. Look what happened in Shakhtar. And now, so when in Madrid and won another, and a draw against I think Inter de Milan. So it's tough. It's really tough. It doesn't matter where you go. It's not to take out responsibility. So you have to qualify. But every time we qualify, I give to the players congratulations and enjoy that moment. I will prepare for the next round. But it's the first success of the season, qualify for the next round. So and there are many examples can prove what I'm saying.
And can I just quickly, can I ask how many of the kids are going to be involved tomorrow? Because obviously they've got a youth cup final tonight. Just wonder whether any of them would play tonight and be on the bench.
Well, we will see tomorrow the games. I don't know the rule. If they are involved there today, can be in the bench, but they stay here, Adrian and Felix Nemecha. The other guys, Cole, Taylor, Tommy, Liam cannot be selected. All of them, they play in the final against Chelsea today, because play the finals is more important than be maybe in the bench or 5-10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes a game. If they should play from the beginning, after in mind to play, 30-45 minutes, they will be here. But for I have injuries, but not much. We have 18-90 players for the first team, and I prefer they can take experience playing the finals against Chelsea for the youth team. The responsibility that they have to win, they have to do a good performance to bring the cup or the title back to Manchester. And I want to see them. I want to see them if they don't go there like they come here in the first team, like they are, to help to the important players to win the game. There they have to win the game, and it's the best way is playing tonight against Chelsea.
Okay, thank you, Jack. Kieran Canning.
Hi, Pep. You said earlier on that home advantage and winning your home games in the Champions League is still extremely important. Do you still feel that even in this season when there's no crowd? And does the no crowd affect your preparation? Because for teams like Marseille and Olympiacos, normally home advantage in European competition is a big part of their success.
Yeah, of course. But when they come at home, also they feel our fans and our spectators and everywhere. So you play home away in both sides. So I don't know how much effect in terms of Olympiacos or Marseille or Porto. Like, I would prefer to play against Porto with our fans and Olympiacos in Marseille with our people. Honestly, I would prefer. So, but this is what it is. So we have to that every team play in the same conditions due this issue.
Okay, thank you, Kieran. Last question is from Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. You spoke very positively, very warmly about the players that are coming through with the academy. If you do qualify early on for the Champions League, will it give you a chance to play them a bit more often in the last two games of the group stage?
Paul asked me this question when we were in qualify, and after I will answer you on deep of my heart. Right now, I prefer because we are not there, so it will be, I think, respectless without Olympiacos and Porto Marseille. So we have in good position, 2 games, 6 points is the ideal situation, but still we have to win 2 more games. So, and we have this chance tomorrow to make a step. We know perfectly what happened when we lost the first game against Olympique Lyon 2 or 3 seasons ago at home. We were lucky that we won away in other games, and the other teams draw all the games. You know, we have to arrive in the last game to fight to qualify. So if you are more to secure tomorrow, will be an incredible step to be next round.
Okay, we start with James Savunda. James, I'm just unmuting you now.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, you all right?
Nathan, how have you found life at Man City so far? Is it all that you dreamed about when you first joined the club?
Yeah, it's been very good so far. Really enjoying it. The team is making me feel welcome. The managers, all the staff is, so that's helping. And yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it for sure.
And how's the feeling amongst the squad heading into this match tomorrow, coming off the back of 2 wins and 2 clean sheets?
Yeah, I think very good. As you said, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. I think that's important. Obviously, yeah, the last results help us gain our confidence and yeah, go into the next game. Hopefully, we can do the same.
And just finally,
Ben Ransom, we'll come to you next.
Thank you, Simon. Hi, Nathan. Are weeks like this the reason you wanted to join such a big club like Manchester City? You play in the Champions League tomorrow, then you've got the first head-to-head against one of your title rivals at the weekend.
Yeah, of course. I think anyone who plays football, he wants to play in the Champions League. I think it's the biggest competition. And then, yeah, to be able to play those nights, I think it's perfect. And as you said, you want to come to a club like this for those nights. And also, as you said, the next week will be a very important game, a good one. So yeah, it will be good to be involved in those, and that's why I want to come 100%.
And does the feeling around the group change at all when you've got such a big game on the horizon?
No, I think we go every game for us is a big one. We know we want to do well this season, so any game is going to be important. So I think we've been doing the same so far. Obviously, we focus on Olympiacos first. What's going to be an important game for our group. So we focus on that first, and then see what happens after.
Thank you, Ben. Simon Stone from BBC.
Hi, Nathan. What are the major differences between Bournemouth and Manchester City? I mean, Bournemouth obviously is a Premier League, or was a Premier League club, but a very small club compared to City.
Yeah, as you said, I think obviously the differences in expectations. You're here to win trophies, to win titles. Yeah, you play in those big games. You have the Champions League. So yeah, I think that's the difference. And I think it's a good step up for me to be able to improve myself and to learn on one of the best managers in the world for sure.
Do you understand the difference in expectation almost as soon as you walk through the door?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be different. I think everyone knows that's the difference between the clubs in size and in expectations and those kind of things. So you know that when you're going to go, but yeah, so it didn't surprise me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Dave McDonald.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
And you've just come back from injury yourself, and quite a few of your teammates have suffered injuries, and obviously players at other clubs too. Can you give us an insight into the concerns of the players at the schedule, and how that's being blamed when your manager's been very vocal about the schedule, and how that's sort of adding to players' injury concerns, and we're seeing a lot of players injured. Can you give us an insight into what the players are feeling about that?
Yeah, not too much. I think it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with it. I think there's a lot of games, obviously, because of all what happened, and the schedule is gonna be tight. But yeah, it's difficult. But I think as players, you obviously want to play games. So yeah, you can't say too much more about it. I think it is what it is, and we have to deal with it for sure.
Thank you, David. We have a question from Amavu Akatuba.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, hi Nathan. My question is, there are people who have the opinion that Pep Guardiola as a manager improves players. For example, Raheem Sterling has become one of the best players playing under Pep Guardiola, while some persons have the opinion that a manager can't improve a player. If a player hasn't got the quality, he hasn't got the quality. As a player, do you think that managers improve players, or they don't?
I think so. I think that's also one of the reasons I came here to work under him. And I've seen already in the first few months I've been here that he works with players, that he works with me as well. Shows me stuff what I can improve. Works with me on the pitch on that aspect. And so yeah, I feel like I'm learning. So I think that's a plus for me. And as I said before, that's one of the reasons I came here to work under him, and I see myself improving already. So hopefully it's more to come.
Thank you for that, Amavwa. Next question is from Paul Hurst.
Hi, Nathan. Man City have obviously got a very strong and deep centre-back group. How do you assess coming up against the likes of Ruben Dias and Aimé Laporte, and how much of a challenge is it for you personally to try and get into that team ahead of them?
I think it's been good. We have a lot of competition, as you said. So many good players in the squad. But I knew that beforehand, so it was always going to be a challenge. I think it's always good to have competition, and everyone is fighting to be in the team. But yeah, there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games to be played. And every game, I think everyone wants to give their 100%, do their best, and yeah, try to help the team and try to win titles for the team. So I think everyone comes here with the same objective to help the team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Martin Blackburn.
Yeah, hi Nathan. Just going back to the manager there. There's been quite a lot of talk recently about his contract. He said that he's not interested in going back to Barcelona. How important is it for you and the rest of the players that he does stay beyond the end of the season?
Yeah, I think the manager's been so good for this club. Obviously, as I said before, that's also one of the reasons why I joined. So it will be good. Obviously, it's up to him. But so far, we focus on this season and yeah, trying to do our best. For sure, he's trying to win titles as well. So we focus on that first, and then yeah, who knows what happens after.
Cheers.
Thank you, Martin.